Right then, we are back and it is time for a technical masterclass as Jerry Lynn goes one-on-one against Dean Malenko. Yeah, both these guys, absolute technical legends of ECW, and both just legends everywhere. I mean, Jerry Lynn, of course, did really well in ECW. I think moved across to TNA as well, and now working behind the scenes at AEW. And I think both these guys will go down as two of the most underrated wrestlers of all time. Jerry Lynn is currently... You find him. Not Jerry Lawler. Jerry Lynn, there he is. He's currently on +1 after only 4 matches, which is quite disappointing. He's had 1 match so far this year. Of course, that was back at our Invasion pay-per-view, which he won that triple threat. Let me see who that was against. Jerry Lynn. That was against... Oh, what a match that was. It was Owen Hart and Dean Malenko. So already Jerry Lynn has faced Malenko in a triple threat. Now it's time to go 1-on-1. The only other Jerry Lynn match we had as a single match was back in 2022. We did RVD versus Sabu versus Jerry Lynn. That was another incredible match. But yeah, good chance here for Jerry Lynn to get a one-on-one opportunity against Dean Malenko, who is currently on +5 after 14 matches. And I've got Dean Malenko's name sort of spread around for a few things in the future, hopefully. I'm planning on potentially a pure division. So the pure division would be similar to what we've got with the, what's it called? With the Underground Championship, where that's sort of more like MMA and legit fight. The pure division would be more about submission and technical specialists. And the idea would be that all the matches would be submission only. So the likes of Dean Malenko would be a fantastic person for that. And again, goes down as one of the most underrated wrestlers of all time. And part of that was me as well when I was younger, I must admit. There were certain people when I was younger that I disliked massively because the Cruiserweight division was my favourite thing to watch. I loved all the high-flying, flippy shit that people moan about now these days. I still enjoy watching it in AEW now. But those sort of more slow, methodical wrestlers, same with Chris Benoit, I never liked them because I thought they were boring to watch. But now as I've got older and I can watch them back, I really appreciate just how good they really were. So yeah, big opportunities here. Both these guys are in the positives at the moment. But it's a big opportunity for one of them to take the chance, because it's not very often these two guys get the opportunities. Like I said, Dean Malenko has had 14 matches since 2021. Jerry Lynn only having 4 matches since 2021. So they're not the most well-used people in our roster, and they're people that we do need to try and use more. I mean, it's try to find them places to work. I mean, Jerry Lynn outside of ECW, I'm not quite sure where Jerry Lynn fits a lot of the time. And Dean Malenko, of course, he's got this. He's got the pure division. He's got the old school WCW as well. So it's Jerry Lynn is probably the more difficult one to find a place for. Maybe when we do like AEW shows, we could use him as part of AEW. Ring of Honor as well. He wrestled in Ring of Honor quite a lot. That's a good shout. I mean, in fairness, Jerry Lynn was everywhere. He wrestled WCW, he wrestled ECW, he did some work in WWE for a year or two. He worked TNA, he worked Ring of Honor. He's been on the independent circuit, he's now at AEW. So there's me talk about not knowing where to use him. Really, he's universal, he's been absolutely bloody everywhere. And he's also a former Ring of Honor World Champion, which is no surprise really. What did he win in ECW? He was a one-time ECW World Heavyweight Champion. He won several belts in NWA TNA. He was the TNA X Division champion twice. He was the tag team champion twice in TNA, once alongside AJ Styles, once alongside Amazing Red. In Ring of Honor, he's a former Ring of Honor World Heavyweight Champion. He was a former WWF Light Heavyweight Champion as well, across many other independent shows and stuff that he's won as well, including the GCW. I know, I'm getting... That's a different GCW, it's not the current one. So yeah, he's done a hell of a lot, to be honest. So maybe I'm just not really thinking about it enough. Maybe there's a lot of opportunities to use Jerry Lynn. We haven't really done like a Ring of Honor. We need to do like a Ring of Honor special, don't we? Yeah, I think that'd be good. We'll do like a full-on Ring of Honor special at some point. Because Ring of Honor would have some incredible people. You've got Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn. You've got Jerry Lynn, AJ Styles, Samoa Joe, Chris Daniels, Kazarian, the Briscoes. I mean, there's absolutely tons. Seth Rollins in there as well. Damian Priest. You got War Machine, Hanson and Rowe. It'll be a really, really interesting show to put together at some point. But we've got enough on our plate as it is at the moment. Let's not give ourselves too much to do. This is the second of 3 matches today. Earlier on, we saw RVD go 1-on-1 against Tajiri, and then later on, we have a fatal 4-way elimination. The winner of that one will face The Undertaker in the main event of Sunday's November to Remember. That's The Undertaker. Hey? Sorry, I confused myself there. Facing The Undertaker in the main event of November to Remember for the Hardcore Championship. That'll be Mike Awesome versus Shane Douglas versus Taz versus Terry Funk. My brain's not going very well, I tell you. Dean Malenko with a pin attempt here on Jerry Lynn. It's only a 2 count. Malenko now boot right across the chest of Jerry Lynn. Brings him back up, but Lynn fighting back with the elbows. Nice stiff clothesline. So yeah, there's a lot of places for Jerry Lynn potentially to be used then. Lynn now grabs a hold of the steel chair, slides into the ring. Malenko, though, monkey flip out the corner. Although this is Extreme Rules, all the matches this week will be Extreme Rules, unless otherwise mentioned. These two guys don't necessarily need the weapons. The weapons are their own bodies. They know how to completely demolish one of their opponents. And they're smart with it. Jerry Lynn now bringing Malenko back up. Slamming Malenko face first into the top turnbuckle pad. Malenko fighting back the reverse DDT on Jerry Lynn. And Jerry Lynn has probably got more of the high-flying ability. Whereas Dean Malenko is more of your sort of classic technical ground and pound. Malenko now has the steel chair right across the spine of Jerry Lynn. And Lynn dived in with a knee. Malenko was able to avoid it now. Snap suplex, roll straight into the pin. There's the 1, 2. Ooh, only a 2 count. I mean, these two guys then could also be considered for the Cruiserweight division as well. I think Jerry Lynn is billed slightly above the 205, but the 205 was a WWE thing. I've always said that our Cruiserweight title is all about who we think fits it, not necessarily any weight limits. And I think Jerry Lynn would be a very good person to have in and around the Cruiserweight division. Dean Malenko now gets elbowed in the gut by Jerry Lynn. Lynn springs off, tornado DDT, takedown. Lynn now brings Malenko back up to standing base into the corner. Jerry Lynn now brings Malenko out the hard way, dives in, and Malenko caught him with a strike right in the gut. Dean Malenko now propping the chair up in the corner. And Malenko dives in with the stiff clothesline. Malenko willing Jerry Lynn back up, but Jerry Lynn taking Malenko down. And now up. Oh, wheelbarrowed into a cheeky pin for the 1, 2. Oh, it's only a 2 count. Malenko able to kick free. Jerry Lynn now with a boot in the gut and a strike, and then in with a jawbreaker. There's a boot right into the hand of Dean Malenko before now wrenching back with the camel clutch locked in. Malenko able to slide free. Strike in the face of Jerry Lynn, gets around the back now. Russian leg sweep. Jerry Lynn smartly rolled to the outside now, grabbing hold of that steel chair. Like I said, they don't really need it, and they haven't. And then Dean Malenko, butterfly powerbomb onto the chair. More by luck than judgment, I think. I don't think he intended that. It was Jerry Lynn who got the chair away from the corner. Malenko stopped him using it. It dropped straight on the floor for where the butterfly powerbomb happened. Malenko, as you can see, busted open above his right eyebrow. Dives in now with a crossbody. Jerry Lynn caught him. Jerry Lynn in with that scoop slam. Drops Dean Malenko down hard. Lynn now taking Malenko up on the shoulders. Looking tombstone, jumping tombstone pile driver. Big damage done. There it is for the 1, 2. Oh, it's only a 2 count. Malenko able to break free. Jerry Lynn now taking Malenko up. In with that sit-out pile driver. And I don't know who's going to win this one. This really could go either way, to be honest. They're both incredible talents. It really could go either way. Malenko now boot in the gut. And now rolling through. Nice pin. Locking the body parts up. It's only a 2 count. Oh, stiff clothesline, though, by Jerry Lynn. Taking down Malenko once again. Popped up into the dropkick. There's the pin now by Jerry Lynn on Dean Malenko. Oh, he's almost got it again. It's only a 2. Jerry Lynn now gets caught. Arm drag takedown. Malenko now with the elbows into the gut of Jerry Lynn. Lynn now sends Malenko into the corner. Gonna head up to the middle rope. In with that diving bulldog, taking down Malenko. It's been a really interesting match, this one. Very even, like I said, 2 fantastic talents, and it is Jerry Lynn who gets the pin after that diving bulldog from the middle rope. Jerry Lynn moves up to a +2 after 5 matches. And I think Jerry Lynn should be a bit higher than that, to be honest. Dean Malenko, with his 2nd loss of the year, is going to move down to a +4 after 15. Both guys had incredible performances here, and it really could have gone either way, and in the end, it went the way of Jerry Lynn. It was a great brain bust that there by Dean Malenko. And I thought it was done really earlier on when Dean Malenko hit that butterfly powerbomb onto the steel chair, but it wasn't to be the case. There was that roll through by Jerry Lynn on Dean Malenko. Malenko able to pop free just before the 3 count. Jerry Lynn now taking Malenko up on the shoulders. This with the jumping tombstone pile drive. I thought this could have been enough as well. That was a lot of damage done. But again, it was only enough for the 2. But what finally finished it off was that diving bulldog from the middle rope, which gets you a lot of momentum, not just a normal bulldog, but you're coming into that with a hell of a lot of momentum and driving your opponent's face into the mat. Here it is. From the middle rope, dives into the bulldog, slamming Malenko's face straight into the mat and able to pop in for the 3 count. So big win there for Jerry Lynn. He's not scheduled for any more matches so far this week, but we'll see. Now I've looked at it. The problem is there's so many people on the roster, it's hard to remember everybody. And I'm just thinking of the concepts we have coming up. We've got the King of the Cruiserweights at some point. That's not scheduled in yet, but it's not on the list of things to do. King of the Ring. King of the Ring we could do as like a very underrated, the most underrated wrestlers in history maybe. Continental Classic. I was thinking of doing something similar to the AEW Continental Classic using AEW names. Maybe Jerry Lynn could be part of that. Then again, we're running out of time for that, I think. AEW versus WWE. ECW Originals versus ECW New Generation, whatever they were called. Pure Championship. I'm sure there's stuff we could look at using them for. Anyway, I will love you, leave you good night. God bless. I'll be the same. Still one more match to come for you later on today. Of course, that will be the Fatal 4-Way Elimination match. Mike Awesome, Shane Douglas, Taz, and Terry Funk. The winner gets The Undertaker this Sunday for the Hardcore Championship. Good night. God bless. I'll be the same. Like and subscribe to the good stuff, and I'll see you all. Bye. I'll see you all. Bye. I'll see you all soon. Goodbye. There we go.